Alright, this is Give It Some Raw podcast where we say the shit you niggas scared to say, and if you feel played, the bitch you fucking on. This is Freshie P, and I'm out here with
Be the future, you heard me? Black Pearl Music Group Entertainment, you heard me?
definitely that.
Like
so,
that.
Just to start it off, since it's Thanksgiving, in the lieu of Thanksgiving, what are you thankful for?
I'm thankful for everything. The small things, the big things, the large things, everything, period. If you woke up today, if you're waking up, any day, you gotta be thankful for one, you heard me? But I'm thankful for everything, man. I'm thankful for my team, my wife, you heard me? I'm thankful for you for giving me this opportunity on Giving to Raw podcast, you heard me? And I'm just thankful for everything, man. Thankful for my music steady climbing, steady getting numbers, my music steady evolving, you know what I'm saying? I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for God giving me this talent as well, you know what I'm saying? So I'm thankful for a lot of things, man. I ain't complaining at all, because we could be way worse off, you hear me?
Right, definitely can. I ask that because it seems like from, me following you and looking at your page and stuff, like you're real family oriented. So like, what does family mean to you?
Family, everything to me, man. Like, without family, what can you go? You know what I'm saying? There's people that start their own families, but your blood family should be the family that you really want to be behind you, to back you up, to be in your corner for everything, you know what I'm saying? So it's good to be a family-oriented person, you know what I'm saying? And I'm definitely a family person, you know what I'm saying? That's big to me, you know what I'm saying?
Even a family you don't like? Because we ain't gonna act like we like all our family.
We don't like all our family now. Sometimes water thicker than blood. But at the end of the day, it's still your family, and you gotta just learn how to treat everybody how they need to be treated. Like, even though they're your family, sometimes you gotta give them that long-handled spoon, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, they still your family, and I wouldn't want nothing to happen to none of my family, but we don't have to always disagree. How you say it? Agree to disagree.
Right.
So, because at the end of the day, everybody's still individually people.
Right.
Individual people, my bad, but you just gotta learn how to meet everybody where they at. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, no matter if it's the title of your mom and your daddy, your sister, your family, whatever, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you gotta meet everybody where they at. You know what I'm saying? And once you learn that, you'll look at stuff a little different. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I'm glad you said that, because I'm just thinking about like you going up and up in your career and stuff like that. Have you noticed you was doing more of that now versus then, like kind of feeding people with a long-handled spoon?
I was doing it, and I wasn't thinking I was doing it, but I'm doing it more now since I know the difference. Like,
what's the difference?
The difference is, at first I thought just because you were blood, you were supposed to be more loyal.
Yeah.
And now that I see, how could I say it? Now I see that once you do more and you doing stuff that people ain't doing, or you doing stuff that people probably wanted to do, and they just didn't put the grind and the effort into doing it,
right.
And they see you doing it, you kind of open your eyes to a little more of the envy and the hate and the jealousy, you know what I'm saying? Because people won't do stuff, but they just don't know how to go about it. Or they just don't have the drive or the grind to do it. But if you have it, you definitely gonna feel the other side of everybody. Like, them other sides gonna come out. Even if they ain't trying to, you gonna feel it, you gonna see it. Even if you don't just say, look, I already know you don't like this or this or this, what I'm doing or how I'm doing it, you gonna feel it, you know what I'm saying? So, and the crazy thing is more of the people who you think supposed to be closer to you than strangers.
That's so odd, right?
Yeah, it is. It's backwards, but it's like that for real. So I get that a lot, man. Like, but the crazy thing, I've been getting it since I was young, because everybody knew I was like a leader. I was always a trendsetter. I was always standing on my own, not following the crowd. I always done my own thing. So
right.
People always kind of looked at me like different because I was doing that then, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
did you have a lot of people that was trying to talk you out of what you was doing, and what made you just not kind of feed into them saying like don't do it or whatever negative stuff that they were saying when you was trying to
Yeah, I had a lot of people because I played ball. You know what I'm saying? Everybody thought I was gonna go to the major league and play ball, but I played in a band as well. So I had the love for both of them. But when the ball didn't work out, I fell back on the music. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people kept telling me, "Man, you should have kept playing ball. You would have made it in ball. You would have done this and that." But they didn't see my vision.
Right.
I had my own vision. Like nobody gonna see your vision but you. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I saw the vision even when I started off. I wasn't as good as I am now, but I already knew I had the vision because whatever I do, I put my mind into it, and I put 1,000% into it. Even though I wasn't where I was back then, I knew eventually as I kept doing it, I was gonna get where I need to be because that's just the type of person I am. If I'm doing something, I'm gonna put all my all into it and make sure it's gonna be right. So people back then at first they was like, I don't know if it's gonna work, but they didn't know my vision and I had to develop in what I was doing because I had to fall back on my music. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't even rapping then. I was just more so in a band and already had the music in me, but I just had to learn how to put this with this, and now you gotta be the future. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. Do you do any producing or anything like that? Does that, you being in a band, affect like how you envision and look at music?
Yes, it definitely does. Like, I look at music on a whole different level from versus somebody who just rap, and then like I'm like musically inclined, so it's a difference. Like I hear stuff in a beat that somebody probably won't even hear, like under the beat or the melodies and all that. Like I learned how to do my cadences and rap off the underbeat on the melodies and stuff. That's from me being in a band because I know the other sounds that go under the beat that you got to put your voice over to make your voice also an instrument.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like I use my voice as another instrument for the instrumental that's already playing. You know what I'm saying? So that's how people be like, man, you'll never sound the same. You'll never run out of raps because I know how to put my words on another rhythm because I was a drummer, I was a percussionist. So I know how to put my words as like an extra beat or extra instrument, if you would say so like that. So
that's what's up.
Just because of me being in a band and knowing music like for real, like being inclined with it, you know what I'm saying? So that helped me tremendously, you know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. What do you say is your biggest highlight or your biggest, like, I knew that was gonna happen. I felt like this was gonna happen for me in music since you started.
When I start getting the attention of people like Cortez, Bryant, Lil Wayne, Young Money, 0017, Green, them, when they was doing their thing, and Currency, people like that, they ain't gonna just tell anybody that they got it, you know what I'm saying? So once I start hearing them type of people like look at it and praise what I'm doing, I was like, oh man, I got it, I gotta keep going, you know what I'm saying? So
did that give you a big head? Was you extra bucked up, or how you still the same mellow person?
I was still me because I ain't feel like I'm still ain't where I wanna be right now. I'm still working towards it, so I can't get the big head because I ain't there all the way yet, you know what I'm saying? But even when it happened, like I still ain't gonna get the big head because I've been put in them situations and in them surroundings and them type of people way before I even really just start rapping. So I kind of already know how I feel and how it is to be around that type of crowd. And I've been around that for a minute, so it ain't gonna feel different to me because I already was in that environment before all this happened, you know what I'm saying?
That's what's up, man.
It's cool.
One thing I definitely noticed about you is you went on a feature run. Like, you on so many different features. Like, how is it so easy for you to do features? Because I know one thing, well, compared to others,
right,
it don't seem like they just real down to do features with other artists in the city. So, like, what was the difference for you, and how did you make some of those connections?
Man, I'm a good solid person. So everybody I come into touch with, like, I'm a solid, authentic person, and I don't have to worry about all the rest of the extra shit that go with it, like beefing and all that shit. Like, I'm neutral to all that. So, like, my relationships with people be relationships first before I even do music with them.
That's
like, I gotta really, like, mess with you as a person first. I don't care how cold you is, what type of name you got. If our energy don't match, I'm not gonna do nothing with you.
Right.
I go off of energy. I'm a big person off of energy, and that's how I do that. Like, plus, I do not beef. Beef is a poor man's sport. You ain't gonna get nothing done like that. You ain't gonna get no money. You ain't gonna be able to go nowhere. You ain't gonna be able to network. None of that beefing. That ain't gonna get you nothing. That's
And niggas don't want to be bothered to deal with somebody who got buku beef.
right. You're gonna have to look over your shoulder all the time. Even if you ain't in the beef, you affiliated with that person, so they gonna think you with them. You know what I'm saying? So you in the mix now. So like, and then like I say, man, all that is for the birds anyway, man. When your mind grows, you know what I'm saying, and you see the bigger picture, people will probably start turning a new leaf. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a bigger picture than beefing for the neighborhoods or beefing for women or all that. Because if you be beefing and die, that same woman that you beefing on gonna go to the next person. Or if you basically with this, like, I'm from the 17 ward. If you beefing with somebody from the 7 ward or anything, when we die and go, them same walls and same blocks that you beefing over gonna still be here.
Yep.
And the world gonna keep going.
Yep.
So all that's really for the birds, you know what I'm saying? It don't make no sense at the end of the day. You need to be striving for to get the best that you can get out of life for you and your family, you know what I'm saying? Strive and get that money, you know what I'm saying, to put your family in the predicament that you really want to be in, you know what I'm saying? Like, all that other stuff, that's for the birds. I ain't with it, you know what I'm saying?
I definitely feel that. I'm glad that you even mentioned that, because a lot of artists don't really talk about those types of things that help the youth in a sense. You know, it's a big conversation about lyrics and, you know, things that people I guess talk about that they used to do versus what they're doing now. So how do you feel about that? Because I feel like, you know, some of your lyrics may be talking about some things that you may not be proud of at this moment. But how do you kind of combat that conversation and be like, I'm also trying to make sure I'm telling you the right stuff?
With the lyrics, it's like anything else. You can't rap about nothing that you haven't been through.
Niggas be doing it, rap out.
I mean, they do, but some people that's rapping, you gotta see something to know how to put it. Like, if you writing a book, you had to see it or experience it, to write about it.
Right.
So even if they probably weren't doing, they probably was around it, or they probably, you know, you gotta be around something to see something, so you could put it in your own sense.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the lyrics, man, it be really life experiences that you done already been through. You know what I'm saying? Trauma that you already done been through. Like, you gotta know better to do better. You know what I'm saying? So when you see better, you can rap about whatever better you done seen or done or been through. You know what I'm saying? But as of now, when you ain't at that level yet, you gotta rap about what you really been through or been around or seen, like how people be doing. But I be rapping about a lot of stuff I done been through, seen, and not doing still, but I still been around it to know about it, to rap about it, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
you know
that definitely makes sense.
But like, for the lyrics for kids and stuff, that's a tough one, because on every CD, every cover art, they got parental advisory on there. You know what I'm saying? So as an artist, when you put that on there, it's out of your hands now. It goes to the parent next. They gotta put their children on there. Like, okay, this parental advisory, explicit content. It says it right here. Now, if I choose to let you listen to this, that's on their parent. If I don't choose to listen to you, I'm reading what is right there in front of us. You know what I'm saying? So that goes to the parent after that. It ain't on the artist, because we giving you the warning that is explicit and all that already on the label. So after that, that's up to the parents. That ain't the artist's problem after that. You know what I'm saying?
I could agree a little bit to that. I think that everybody has kind of a little bit of responsibility, but I do feel like it's more so on the parent because
Right.
you have to monitor and you know
Yeah,
what
that's
your
your-
child doing.
that's your
right,
kid.
right. Yeah.
You gotta bring your kid up how you want your kid to be brought up.
Right.
If you don't want your kid listening to that, say you're not listening to it. Period.
Right.
Point blank. I mean, after that, that's like I said, that's on the parent. That's on the people that's around the kids who they around. You know what I'm saying? It ain't on the artist no more because we done gave you the warning already. Like so. But talking about positive stuff, you could. But at the end of the day, like me, I do all of it. Because at the end of the day, positivity is going to only be reciprocated if them children around it anyway.
Yeah.
Majority of the people that be talking about this and that, about the artists, they not in no positive environment anyway.
That's true.
So the kids already seeing this on a daily basis. So it's really not the artist that's doing it. They already seeing it on an everyday basis in their neighborhoods. But another thing, when you rapping and all that, how I can say this? You trying to put, even though if it's negative, you still try. A kid probably ain't went through that yet. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You still could be putting a kid on a game on a negative aspect because they eventually about to go through it once they hit puberty and stuff. They about to go through it anyway because they're in them environments.
Yeah.
So you could be still helping them know what's gonna happen before it even happens.
Yeah.
Nobody never look at it like that, dude.
Yeah, that's another
See what I'm
perspective.
saying?
Yeah, because I'm just thinking about, speaking of Give It To 'Em Our podcast, I'm thinking about Soulja Slim first album,
Right.
Give It To 'Em Our podcast. In that album, he talked about his experiences, but he also talked about wanting to maneuver from that in a lot of his songs too.
And
So
he
I-
talked about the system, the
Yeah.
police and all that.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Soldier mentality, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All that on there. But like I say, when you rapping, you want to be authentic and real. Like you want to speak on what's really going on.
Yeah.
Even though it's negativity going on in the world every day. Like it's not that much positivity going on in the world every day. You know what I'm saying? So artists just be trying to speak they from their perspective what they went through and gone through and what's going on an everyday basis still. Like it's not that much positivity really. When you go on Instagram, what's on there?
Most of everything. I mean, even with my podcast, the more substantial shit I talk about don't get that many views versus like
Thank you.
if I talk about bullshit or
Bullshit,
relationships and all that shit
drama,
like that. Yeah, all that shit.
sex, chicks on there shaking their ass.
Yeah.
OnlyFans, all that. The kids gonna see that anyway. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a tough conversation. It's tough because
And
like you
and
said,
another thing though, it's gonna take more than one person to try to get that narrative out the blue. You know what I'm saying? Like one person can't change that.
That's the facts.
It gotta start at home. Put it like that. Parents, it gotta start at home.
Get your fucking
Do
kids.
not blame it on artists.
Get your damn kids.
You gotta be the pillar in your house
Trying to tell you.
to start that. That start at home. It ain't on us. I'm sorry. I'm just sorry. It ain't on the artist.
Definitely respect your opinion because you gave me another perspective that I didn't think about.
Mhm.
So definitely respect that. Speaking of, we talked a little bit about artists. Who are like your top 5, whether it be industry unwanted artists, who you either were inspired by or just your top favorites?
I was inspired by Lil Wayne. I was inspired by Outkast. I was inspired by Jay-Z. I was inspired by Nas. You heard me? I was inspired by the Hot Boys as a whole. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, who your favorite hot boy? You ain't finna just, who your favorite hot boy though? You can't say that.
My favorite Hot Boy, I ain't gonna lie, is Wayne and Juvie. They like neck and neck. Neck and neck, neck and neck.
I guess. Shout out to y'all.
They neck and neck with me. Like they neck and neck, like, cause Juvie was like, to me, Juvie and Wayne was the most versatile ones.
Yeah.
Like
I can see that.
BG and Turk, they was in one lane. Like, well, Wayne and Juvie, they could do anything. They could rap on anything. and they can make an album about anything, not just straight street. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I look at versatility with artists. Like, could you switch it up? Could you not just talk about one subject? You know what I'm saying? Talk about different things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I give Wayne and Juvie the edge on that though.
Speaking of, do you feel like that's what sets you apart from all the other artists?
Yes, because let me tell you about life. Like a lot of our artists in the city, they don't know nothing but New Orleans. I had the opportunity of traveling as a young person, going to college, seeing different type of people in different environments. You know what I'm saying? So I was able to talk about other stuff because that go back to what we were saying. Once you see different, you're gonna do different. I saw other things early on, to when I got at this point, I know how to be versatile to switch it up for this type of genre. These people might want to hear this. I know the street people want to hear this, but I know the blue collar people might want to hear this.
Right.
I know the bougie people might want to hear this. You know, I've been around different type of people from different type of cities.
Right.
So everybody way of life ain't just street.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that helped me out with that. Like, so.
But it's so funny though to hear us talk like that, because as you can see, everybody's taking New Orleans style now. So it's like we saying, oh, we want to be more versatile, and nothing's wrong with that. But so many people are now like, I want that sound. I'm trying to make it my own. They fucking it up. Let's be clear, y'all. Sound a fucking mess.
But they've been doing that though.
Yeah, true. But it's just like, it's crazy how which I love our sound, you know, and I think that we don't capitalize enough of our sound by trying to be or sound like other people. Not you, just artists in general.
That's what it is. We do capitalize our sound, but when we do it, that go back to what you were saying, how you when you do something positive on your thing, you don't get the reception.
Yeah.
When we do our own style, a lot of people don't take it serious, and because they want a vulture of it. But when you mix it up, you could reach everybody else. You know what I'm saying? That's not in the industry type shit. You know what I'm saying? So you can't just be an artist that won't cater just to New Orleans.
Yeah.
You gotta be an artist that want to cater to the world. That's how you're gonna get your bag. That's how you're gonna be everywhere, not just local. You know what I'm saying? So you got to learn how to be New Orleans when it's time, and you got to learn how to be for the world when it's time. So you can capture all them aspects. You know what I'm saying? So you got to do that as an artist. If not, you're gonna be in this bucket right here. You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense.
That's just a local rapper, a New Orleans rapper.
Right.
He only rap about New Orleans style. No, you gotta step outside that box. You know what I'm saying? And venture out to everything.
Right.
So you could be worldwide. The goal is to be worldwide, not just local.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the facts. And before we head out of here, is there any artist who you would like to work with that's like local or mainstream that you're like, I know this might be for me?
Locally, me and Nino gotta get one in. He know that already. Worldwide, me and Moneybagg Yo gotta get one in.
Oh, you like Moneybagg?
Me and Wayne gotta get one in for sure. Yeah, I fuck with Moneybagg, you heard me? I fuck with Sauce Walker too. Me and Sauce Walker gotta get one in. Shout out Houston. You know what I'm saying? That's my second home too.
Oh, okay.
I lived in Houston for a minute, but there's a couple of more, but them right off the head that I do something with right now.
Yeah.
Like a lot of other ones, you know what I'm saying? They cool, but them three, I definitely go fuck with them right now. And no, if Nas ever call me, I'm going for sure.
I love Nas.
Nas my dog. I fuck with Nas over Jay-Z way back then.
Man, one of my little partners, me and him be fussing about this all the
We
time,
used to
going back
fuss
to
about
middle
that.
school.
Yeah, we used to have
Nas, you bitch, don't come over here with that bullshit.
We used to have that argument,
All
Nas
the
Jay-Z all the time in high school. Like, I always was fucking with Nas, you heard me?
Right.
Because I felt like Nas was a little more realer and deeper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Jay-Z too, though. Jay-Z was like my second favorite in high school, but I had Nas over Jay-Z back then, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all heard it first.
Yeah.
Somebody co-sign what I said, because y'all be
So,
playing.
Nas, if you hear this interview, come fuck with me, brother. Yeah.
Oh, it was something else I wanted to ask, but I totally forgot. But this was good. This was a good
Yeah.
interview. I'm fuck with look at Be the Future and shit. Fuck with
You know
you.
that. You know that.
Good interview.
Yeah, man. If you want, follow me. I'm B_DA_Future. BDA Future on all platforms. Just search that. I'm gonna come right up. You heard me. If you want a feature, hit me at BDA Future BPMG17@gmail.com.
And it's gonna be right at the bottom.
Yeah.
Last thing,
Yeah.
new music coming up or anything that you want to promote?
I got Paper Chaser 3 out right now. That's booming on every platform. I got a single with my dog Left Hand Killer called Juvie Flow. That's bubbling right now. And I got a lot of new stuff in the works right now. So y'all just stay tuned. I'm coming at y'all with some more heat soon. Probably for around Mardi Gras time, something like that. I'm gonna drop some more new shit, but I'm doing a lot of features right now. And like I said, if you want a feature, hit that Gmail up, and we go talk business and get it popping. You heard me?
When you said around Mardi Gras time, you gonna do an album, or is this gonna be?
Yeah, it's gonna be an album. I've been doing like installments on my mixtape called Paper Chaser. I got 1, 2, 2.5, and I just dropped 3 like a month ago.
Okay.
I'm doing an album this time though. Like it's gonna be, I don't know what it's called yet, what date yet, but I'm just cooking up songs in the studio right now. I'm gonna put the best ones on there for y'all, and y'all will get all that later on after the new year. I'm gonna start putting that out, what I'm gonna really call it, and the dates and all that. So you know what I'm
And
saying?
I asked because I definitely would like to do like a music review of the album.
Definitely could do that. Yeah, that's good. That's no problem. That's no problem. But right now, y'all go mess with that Paper Chaser 3, and that Juvie Flow is on everything right now, bubbling. You know what I'm saying? So y'all tap into that right now. You heard me? Y'all won't be disappointed.
World won't know. Somebody gotta talk about it.
Alright. Well, appreciate
Girls
you.
wanna know.
We gonna fuck with y'all.
Get to
We
that
fuck with
woman.
y'all. We out.
The world won't know. So somebody gotta talk about it. If it's some gangster shit, we can't talk about it.